Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned. Albino lists the top 5 worst games he unfortunately played in 2021. I don't like bad games. I try to avoid them at all costs. But sometimes games that are supposed to be good turn out to be bad, and we don't know until we boot it up and play it for a while the smiles gradually disappear from our faces. Financial regret kicks in and the day is ruined. The common thread among all the games in this list, therefore, is that I was originally optimistic about all of them and then let down enormously. Let's get started saving the worst for last. Number 5, Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars. This game is honestly pretty alright at first. In fact, the demo was good enough that I immediately pre-ordered it when I was done, but the demo was half an hour long, and playing it for 31 minutes reveals that it gets incredibly boring immediately afterwards forever. It just keeps going. Every new area means it's time to do like 20 random encounters in a row to level up your instantly forgettable cast of misfits and increase their stats and learn new skills while doing the same optimal strategy against almost every group of opponents. The only voice acting is a disinterested narrator who narrates everything in the game and never changes his voice. He doesn't sound like he wants to be there, and I get it. He's like, upon entering the village, you discover that all of the residents appear to be sick. Like, damn, even the NPCs are sick of this game? That's telling. They could have at least made him funny, but there's no humor in Voice of Cards at all, and it's just so goddamn boring. I had to get 2 of my toenails removed around the time this game came out, and while I was engaged in the aftercare of soaking them in water with a quarter cup of Epsom salt for half an hour every day, I tried playing Voice of Cards to pass the time, and I would have rather just stared at the wall. Watching my nailless toes ooze blood into a basin of salt water was 10 times more interesting than sitting through Voice of Cards. Number 4, World's End Club. I've been so annoyed with Spike Chunsoft lately. I liked the Zero Escape series and AI Somnium Files, though mostly I'm just a huge Danganronpa fan. But since they seem to never want to do another one of those, they just keep flinging garbage at me instead, in my personal opinion. I already didn't like Zanki Zero, and then World's End Club came around that was marketed and developed almost as an insult to the core Danganronpa fanbase. They start off like, ooh, it's a group of students trapped in a deadly game, and we're like, hell yeah, finally getting back to the magic. And then the game is like, haha, just kidding, the game is cancelled after half an hour because fuck you. And you spend the rest of it just running around in 2D, fighting bosses and doing dumb environmental puzzles. I don't know if I should even be excited for Raincode, the latest thing Spike Chunsoft has announced. It looks more promising, but who the hell knows? World's End Club just stings. They don't have to make a new Danganronpa, but they didn't have to go out of their way to make something the complete opposite of Danganronpa either. Number 3, Unpacking. I reviewed this game on my channel, you should check that out sometime, but unpacking is a literal chore. It's a chore and it's all you do. You unpack boxes, and when you're done, you unpack more boxes in another room, and then when you unpack all the boxes in all the rooms, you move to a new fucking house and unpack all those boxes too, bitch. Do it. Put 18 balls of socks in a drawer. You won't. I frickin' dare you to fill a bookshelf with 80 blank hardcovers and get a wrist cramp from situating your tampons and maxi pads. Don't let anyone fool you into thinking there's a story here. It is an illusion. You could watch 2 squirrels humping in a tree and come up with a better backstory for them than what's shown in Unpacking. Luckily, it's a 2-hour game. I kept playing like an addict, jonesing for a real ending, and it never came. You get 1 sentence of not even exposition between houses you move to that's something like, finally, a fridge with enough room for all my magnets. Oh shit, what a twist. What a narrative hook sinking deep into my flesh. Unpacking is trash, straight up. I'm actually mad I played it. The time it took from me will never be regained. Number 2, Lawn Mowing Simulator. This game puts the fun in refunded. I had an open mind going into this because I previously went through a phase of enjoying games like House Flipper and Power Wash Simulator for their sort of zen, mind-clearing, peaceful gameplay, so I thought Lawn Mowing Simulator would be another iteration of that, but nope, this one is just tedium incarnate. At least power washing seems kinda fun IRL. There's a sense of power that comes from wielding water in a dangerous manner and using it to wipe out grime and rust and whatnot, plus you hold it like a gun, so I feel like a badass. But lawn mowing is just your fat ass sat on a mower and riding around your yard like a rascal scooter at Walmart, but slower. After half an hour, I was running over flowers and ramming into bushes. I was over it. Don't hire me if you don't want me to T-bone your gazebo. I will clear cut your yard like the Amazon rainforest and leave it balder than Baldur's Gate. I hated how your engine would overheat if you went any faster than a snail. MPH means meters per hour in this game. On a positive note, Lawn Mowing Simulator has the distinct honor of being the only game on this list I was able to refund. Number 1, Balan Wonderworld. The worst game of 2021 is Balan Wonderworld. You might say some of the other games on the list are technically worse than this, but I'd argue that bigger games are capable of taking larger shits, and this game was supposed to be good enough on announcement to convince MatPat to get an Xbox Series X for no reason.
It's over. I could check out right now. I am sold. Balan Wonderworld, #1 game. Over. Stand aside, Halo Infinite. that was what I needed to see.
To be fair, the trailer looked stunning, and the cutscenes where they weren't just putting on a middle school dance number were gorgeous, but I guess there's a reason that's all they showed. This game felt like it was made by people who had never played a platformer before, let alone made one. Every button did the same shit. Your entire controller was the action button. Balan Wonderworld could have been played on an Atari joystick by a slobbering toddler. They couldn't even get running speed right in the demo. They released it, and everyone was like, I know you guys are used to helming Sonic games, but you know normal people don't move at the speed of molasses, right? Credit where it's due, they fixed that particular issue before launch, but they left in every other blemish and faulty mechanic that made the game play like garbage. The whole experience just has an overarching foundation of, oh, this sucks. Backtracking levels to reacquire rare costumes just because you got hit once, only being able to stock 3 of them at a time anyway, it's just bad. And for all the wonder that's supposed to be in this world, the execution is empty and lifeless. Watching NPCs do TikTok dances and disappearing with no sound effects when you walk up to them, it feels like you're dead and this is hell. Awful game I had the displeasure of finishing. Worst game of 2021. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter at SunburnedAlbino and check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SunburnedAlbino. Watch every video I've ever made over and over again until you die, and I will see you guys next time.